Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the ESL One Battlefield 4 Winter Cup number 2. Of course, we are now in towards our semi-finals now. 4 teams remain, and our next game will feature Leisure and will feature Epsilon as well, who had an amazing run last week, played very, very well, and took out the title.
Yep, so we're going to get underway with this one. It's going to be on Zavod for the first map, Siege of Shanghai for the second, and Paris of Storm if we do need a third. Map order was Leisure, Epsilon, Leisure. So you get an idea of who chose what maps. I think we can go and just drop straight into this one since they are ready to go. And hopefully Jason has done all of his work in the break. There we go. I did. There's the teams on the sides. Let's look. We have Epsilon on the blue team with Mayek, Jika, Horik, Hunter, and Hexus. And Leisure on the red side, we've got Inozi, Banshee, Johannes, Hetta, and Felix.
All right, so we did see Leisure at our Gamescom finals. They managed to qualify through to there, and as I said before, they played fairly well. Didn't achieve any massive results, I don't think, but it was a good experience for them, I think, to get out of their bedrooms and onto the main stage here. So they seem to have done fairly well so far, and if you may recall, they beat Fnatic in Go for Battlefield 4 Cup number 88 just this weekend gone. So they are definitely a team going from strength to strength themselves. Let's see how they can do it against, honestly, one of the strongest looking teams so far this season.
All right, well, it was a kickoff Zavod here. You can see, obviously, the bomb down towards the south side of the map, and both teams just setting up. This is where we saw some interesting things actually being used. The MAV, the little fly machine going up and towards the into the sky to actually spot out people. Now it's actually being not banned, technically. I guess technically it is banned. It was a gentleman's agreement originally to not use it, especially at the finals, but I guess it's actually taken out of the equation and no team can use it. And you can see the bomb just still sitting, waiting to be pushed on. Both teams being very cautious about this, but Epsilon, they already have a huge man advantage. They have 4 men here to pick up this bomb, and if Hunter just grabs the bomb and runs, well, there's nothing that Leisure can do about it, at least in their current state.
Yeah, neither team actually going straight towards the bomb, except for that one player, Johannes, now for Leisure, who's just going to get pushed onto. He does get one, but will go down in response. So numbers advantage definitely paying off there as Epsilon managed to pick up the bomb, and they are going to run with it now as 4. They will move forward. See, Leisure have mostly set up here around the actual factory itself, and Hexus has kept himself back as well to maybe open up some opportunities here for Epsilon. This map, of course, remember that these bomb sites are quite close together there as I miss Hexus' first kill. These two. So you can see a lot of rotations by teams between those two sites if they manage to get a defuse or something similar. So I'm just seeing exactly how good teams are off the starting blocks, I guess you could say, after getting the defuse to put the pressure back on their opponents. So far, though...
What is that bomb doing? Sorry, Horik is like 2 men right behind him. He's running out in the open?
He did. He did. I don't know about that. Leisure can pick that one up, though, now, as Horik did take down Banshee, but Johannes is just going to back away with this one now and try and get a little bit of cover and let his team just do some of the dirty work here as Epsilon continuing to filter forward. Horik now is hunting towards the bomb, trying to get the spot on him as well, but he missed a player off towards his left and he gets picked up. Wasn't quite paying attention there. The bomb carrier, though, did go down. This is dangerous territory here for Leisure right now. Epsilon can push across towards his seaside. All they have to do is get Hetty out of the equation. They do that easily enough. And they'll make their way across. Leisure, well, they're making their way over here as well, but they're a long way away from the bomb site. A bit of smoke goes a long way here, and the plant will be done. And already Epsilon moving up in towards the foothills to have a look towards it. But Banshee gets some shots through the smoke, actually manages to interrupt that plant here. So that's an important time now for Leisure to make it through. But Hexus with a double from behind. It's 2, and that really is going to make things tough for Leisure now to stop this.
Yeah, very difficult. They have 2 men alive, and actually they've both just fallen immediately. As I just started talking about from the frag grenade.
Oh, they're in trouble.
Well done. Yeah, I mean, look at this. There should be no way the defuse can come through. But there's still 45 seconds to go on the clock. There's still, well, not that much anymore as it is taken away. And they just want to get aggressive. They want to get in their faces, prevent them from doing anything to get this defuse through, and then push up aggressively to get this next bomb and transition into a second plant. Look at Meg playing the long game here. So far away from all the actions actually happening. But he's got the height advantage over the bomb, so he can watch over it carefully. And I think Leisure, they've just given up on this one. They just retreated and are regrouping over towards the bomb that's going to spawn next.
I mean, he's got the Ace 23 as well, so he does have... he is able to sort of be fairly effective at range. This is my X map, by the way. Zavod is his domain. He just got a double nade kill as well before on some of the approaching Legend members there, and it just had no chance to do anything after that one there. Great shot towards Banshee, and Mayak continues to sort of clean house. It has been said, there's a lot of hype around Mayak on Zavod. He definitely has a good record on this map and seems to have a lot of fun playing it here now. As he sets up on the tanks, he will drop down eventually to Hetty there. So the bomb will be discovered. Probably now down towards the south gate again, and Epsilon already setting up there. There it is, they can scoop it up immediately and make their way back towards the north.
This is where the snowball can get very deadly. If they start picking up a kill here, a kill there, they can always keep that man advantage and get those revives in as well. So it's very dangerous for the side of Leisure. You have to be very careful about how you're going to go for the attacks. And Hunter actually playing this one super defensive so far, but he wants to rotate it around. So into the enemy spawn, on towards A. This is going to be very difficult to pull off, but it looks like he's crossed successfully.
This is really interesting. Instead of pushing straight north towards their own territory, they went around like that in a J shape now towards this bomb. So Hunter smokes down. Can get this one planted at the very least here. And where is Leisure? That's the real question right now. Is I think Johannes got completely passed by, and there's Epsilon getting it done. Bomb is down. GK now will be running into a player in just a moment. He doesn't have time to heal up. He just has to wait and try and camp that corner, but Hunter is always there to back him up. He did go down, I think, eventually, and that was Hexus who dropped. Frag grenade will do the damage towards GK. Hunter can still sit back and watch this side. This is dominating performance from Epsilon so far. However, Hunter, it's only here. Mayak spawning in from a fair way away now. We'll get on towards that site as Horek did just go down. This could be dangerous. This could be a defuse opportunity as well. But so far, Epsilon, well, they did a good job of holding Leisure away from this one now. Hexus waiting for a spawn. He does get spawns in on him as well. That's super important. But here's the defuse coming in now from Header. Smoke is up. He'll get it done. And we'll be back to even Stevens. 1-0. Bomb in the hands of Leisure.
Can they escape successfully? Actually, Meg's not even near this so far, so yeah, they should be extremely far away from this one to even do any sort of stopping. And it looks like they will make their way in towards C, where Meg's are going to be waiting here. So let's see how they're going to continue to go in through this one. Looks like the bomb will be planted here.
All right, now you can see Hetty there, just sort of heading out towards the outside. I'm going to mash some keys for a second. Give me a second.
Just cancel. Just cancel. Just cancel. There you go.
We're back, boys. We're back. All right. Well, already Leisure just getting completely cut down there. Banshing last man standing at the moment. He does get a spawn in on him as well, but it should be a fairly straightforward defuse, and GK does do the job. Mayak still having a great game at 9-3. Auric as well, getting the kill on towards Johannes right now. Bomb slowly being carried here is, OC and Hetty able to slow down Epsilon as they try and filter their way across this map. And Mayak will go down as well. Banshing, putting another notch in his belt as well. But Jika is too far away from most of that short-range fire to reach him right now. However, he is revealed, given that he has the bomb in hand, so he's just hoping for spawns in on him. Going to get right back, loop around, and make his way back towards that A side again. And, well, Leisure spreading out, pushing over these tanks right now. Already 3 players in the vicinity of Jika right now. He doesn't have a lot of support, some off towards the side as well, but he has to be careful. And that smoke grenade has just been used to buy him a bit of time.
He's waiting for some teammates to pick up some kills as well, using him as like a kind of a bait spot. They're going to obviously close in on his position, and his teammates can take advantage of that. But it's only a 1-for-1 so far. They're finally able to pick up that second kill, and that third one as well. And this might be exactly what they need to finally get this bomb down. The A side's looking very juicy. Looks like they're going to head straight onto this one, but it's going to be Banshee tucked away behind the tanks. Might be able to stop this one. Spots out both of them, but he can't connect any of the shots. And now his position has been given up. The bomb's going to be planted. And this is going to be very difficult. Actually, the bomb wasn't planted. He got taken down from the backside. That's going to be FedEx coming up right when they needed him.
Right, so what can Horek do right now? He wants to go for the revive. Oh, he gets the defibrillator kill on towards Felix.
Oh. Sorry, I thought he was going for a second there.
Felix doing really well, actually. He just come back and get a kill on towards Jika. Mayak, again, last man in the squad, did get the res on Hexus. Interesting patches of play. I don't really think that was the way that I think Mayak intended that to go, but defibrillator kills are always a bit of fun. He did have them out, so why not put them to good use, I guess, in that case. Bomb is going to reset here, so as you can see...
No, it's planted.
Oh, no, it's planted.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
They're at straight across the map. Epsilon weren't in the position to stop it, and a great job by Leisure to take advantage of that situation. So they get the bomb down a second time. Hete.
I haven't seen the spot before,
I've never seen this spot before.
It's quite nice. If it does get spotted, though, as well, it could be trouble. But Legend getting the kills right now. This is really important now, as Epsilon are just being waylaid, trying to get across towards here. This might be a detonation here, and Legend have some strats. There's a bite to their bark. It's good to see. And Epsilon now will probably go 1-1 on this one. I'll have to be satisfied with that one for the moment, as we do tick down to 1 minute and 53 seconds left in this half.
Is anyone on the bomb? There's actually men right by it. The men right on top. It'll spray them both down.
So troll.
The boost working out well. It does get the wipe onto Epsilon. Does get the explosion. And like I said, that does tie things up at 1 apiece.
Leisure already going for the bomb. They know obviously where it's going to spawn. So obviously in this one here as well, will they leave some players deep? Yeah, just Felix there. So not really. And pretty much all of Epsilon now going to be spawning on towards this one. Try and pick up that bomb, and probably feeling a little bit like that Leisure have been a little bit audacious there in that last patches of play. And I have actually managed to draw blood on Epsilon. Performance from them so far.
Bomb has respawned back in. Felix at 15 and 5 so far. Having a phenomenal game. Even Banshee at 12 and 5, 13-5 now. And Hexus and Meg are both stepping up for their team as well, respectively. So, and again, the high ground advantage going over to Epsilon here. Looks like the kills just being traded. You can see the the blue and red just constantly going back and forth on this kill feed. And that should be Leisure actually coming out ahead for now. They have 5 men up against Epsilon for 2. But I think Epsilon have bomb control. Chica here charging straight for it.
Good positioning from Hexus there. Gets the kill on Johannes as he does cross. And now, I mean, Hetty has to get through this container first. He will just try and use the gap smoke. This is what Epsilon always do on their approach. Throw the smoke off, but Hetty does still get a kill through the smoke. It wasn't a bomb carrier, though, much to his dismay. And that'll be Chica now to get revenge for his fallen comrade. Spawns are coming in on the man now as a Frenchman just propels himself across the battlefield. He's looking for a B-site plant by the looks of things here. Maybe a little bit too open for them in the past, but the bomb does get dropped down. Mayak, though, responding and gets the kill. And Epsilon have good cover of this site right now. And this time it's Leisure who has to work their way in from the outside. But good little flank there from Inosi. He does get one. He to give himself away, though, and he won't be able to get that second kill. But he's done damage now, definitely, to Epsilon. Horek just going to be going subterranean for a moment here to get a better position.
There's no time left on the clock either, so if this defuse comes through, it's going to be into the first half of the 1-1 tie. Epsilon have to throw everything they possibly have at this one to prevent them from being defused, to have that chance of closing out this next half and having that 1-0 lead. Jika in a great position as well, just spamming through the trees. Unfortunately, it's not going to be anyone there, but Epsilon are picking up kills left and right. They're not able to shut them down just yet. Epsilon still have 3 men alive, and most importantly, Horek here. But he gets dropped by Hete. Now the bomb is going to be defused.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah, they'll be able to get the players on there. Almost all of Epsilon now falling away. Unless they can kill the bomb diffuser.
Oh, there's 3 big kills coming through, and no one is there to defuse it as they finally finished him off.
That was very impressive, the last second. You can obviously shoot through a lot of that highly flimsy walling inside the factories on Zavod there. So very, very good performance from Epsilon just at the last second. Frustrating for Leisure there. They really took the game to Epsilon. It wasn't quite enough just at the end.
It's just very impressive, honestly. I don't know what to say. Like, that should have been all Leisure, but just that 2-man hold from that long range of spraying through, able to connect, was enough to hold them back and was enough to actually close out that game. Wow, well done. So 2-1 for Epsilon. But that still means they have to pick up 2 to close out the second half to have a 1-0 lead, or they just obviously prevent Leisure from getting a single MCOM, at least in half number 2.
Good performance there, of course, from Mayak and Hexus. And on the other side as well, Felix had a great game. So did Banshee on the scoreboard as well. These two teams look quite evenly matched. But again, it's one thing to get kills. It's another to convert them into objectives. And that's what Epsilon did just at the end there. But I'm enjoying this, Jason. Honestly, these two teams seem really evenly matched. It's going to be a close second half, I feel.
Oh, we will find out shortly. This looks like we're loading back into this one. So just going to be swapping sides between the two teams. Leisure going to be on the blue side. Epsilon on the red. We'll see if they can put up big numbers again. Obviously, the way this works, since this is squad obliteration, if you guys are unfamiliar with it, the team to score the most MCOM destructions over the course of 2 halves is the victor. But it also comes down to a little bit of a numbers game. It becomes kind of difficult to explain how many they need to finish this off, but let's just kind of go at it. So Epsilon are up 2-1. So if they pick up 2, they win. If they pick up 1, and Leisure doesn't get 2, then they would. It just gets confusing.
Yeah, so if Epsilon picks up 1 in this half, it's not over.
Yeah, they need 2 to close it out. Or they just prevent Leisure from getting anything, and then they win. So there's a couple different ways they can, pull this off. But knowing Epsilon style, they're going to want that 2-0.
Absolutely. So we're waiting for the countdown to start now as both these teams have got themselves in here. And we're going to be exploring some of the more picturesque scenes of Zavod outside of the death and decay that we've been seeing these last few here. Oh, that's a shame. That is a big shame. So, of course, winning here goes in towards the grand final against either Fnatic or Penta. And I've been hearing reports from some of the other games that actually Penta performing really, really well against Fnatic, really pressuring them here. And, it was a worrying trend to see Fnatic struggle so much in their last match. Maybe that's now translated into the semis, and maybe Penta just have what it takes to take them out at this point.
If I'm looking correctly, Penta are up 1-0, actually.
1-0. So in maps, obviously 1-0. Yep. There you go. So Fnatic will have to really dig their heels in to actually win that one out. They're great performance there from Penta. They've definitely shown themselves to be there. They have beaten Fnatic before. It's not the first time. Not the first time in Cups either. Maybe.
I should just check in on the score currently.
And then we would have a rematch of our semi-final from last cup, which would be Penta versus Epsilon, which Epsilon rather handily managed to get the win in, though it was a close one. Now we're on. Rushing out of the spawn here now, the second half in this first map where Leisure haven't been able to put up a fight, but Epsilon seeming at home as usual. Let's see if things will be different here now as we jump to our map. We can see now a little bit more investment here for Epsilon towards a bomb than we generally see. Look at this. Johannes going so wide, almost near towards that aqueduct, or the viaduct, should I say. I'm looking for people, hoping to sort of, I don't know, put some suppression down on this side. There's one spot there for him there, but is he too far away to really have an impact? We'll have to see there. Tries to put some shots. He maybe will spot it himself there as some came back in response. The bomb's in the hands of Epsilon now. They pretty handily can take this one away, but NOC is going to try and get there as well. Try and stop Jika. Epsilon have been pretty well decimated over here towards the factory, so this is where most of their team is going to be concentrated right now as the spawns do come back in.
Just correct myself quickly. It is Fnatic actually up 1-0 currently.
Right. And
they're on a Hainan Resort where they already have one MCOM destruction. So looking good for them in that second map. There we go. The bomb has been dropped. Epsilon down a couple men here. It's currently 5-1 in kills. Epsilon are seeming to really struggle so far in this half, and that's 3 men down by the bomb. Making it to be one of the last men remaining here in this direction. As respawns finally do come through, but Leisure looking to knock it down without a fight.
Well, Johannes knows the bomb's been picked up there as smokes do go down. He's just trying to get some kills on the proof from Dance, but the frag from the grave from Mayak is going to be able to take him out as well. And the bomb is now on the move. Banshing and Enosi will be the first to see this one's come through, and Enosi does get a bit of a revive on one of his teammates now as the bomb does move its way across here. Who will be there to receive it? That's a question. Banshing gets jumped on there. Is Epsilon sending some forerunners out just to try and take down those Leisure players that are lying in wait amongst that factory? And it's kind of backfired there as Enosi gets a lovely little double. And again, Jika and Horek are on their own, and they know they can't really move from here. They just have to wait for those spawns before they go ahead. But have a look at this Banshing spawning out. Might be able to actually put a spanner in the works here.
Well, he tried, but now he's down to 4 HP, so they're able to see him in that direction, or coming from that direction, but
get health, mate.
He's still spraying down. He just can't connect the bullets. And the bomb will still be in the hands of Epsilon as he will fall. Actually, that's a Nosy picking up a kill. But Jake is still carrying the bomb. Still have a lot of time to work with them. There's still 7 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. And they're still already leading 1-0 currently. Or sorry, 2-1 in the second half now. So question is, can they get another plant through? Usually they are waiting just for this bomb to cross this precipice of this hill, and he's already being spammed out. Jika, he's got to be very careful, down to 50 health. He needs to create some distance. And his teammates haven't really been able to create opening just yet that they need to hit one of these sites. Maybe
they're hoping that Leisure will overcommit to this area. So far they're holding it down with just Banshing, who's had a great first half, but he will then go down. Here we go. This is good news for Epsilon if you're a fan of them anyway. Mike gets a great double on there on the run. They're pushing through on the eastern side of Zavod, and they're going to make their way towards his bomb site in due time. Jika will be a little bit slower than his teammate Mayak, but they have secured that B side, and the spawns now come in. Leisure at least can break as a wave, as at least 4 players now on towards the defense of this site. Frag grenade comes in, but Felix is copying some shots already. That's a double frag grenade going out as well, but those tanks are completely engulfed in smoke, and they have no information about the positioning of Epsilon on that site. Is that Jika? I'm not surprised. It's one of his favourite spots. He always likes to sit there. He hasn't been spotted yet, and he can just sit tight, but when will he make his move? Maybe never. Maybe we'll just wait here. Very hard to spot him there as well. You need line of sight to players to actually spot them.
It'd be funny if like his teammate just threw a smoke on him, because then they'll never check that spot.
Yes, that would be troll. Banshee may find out.
He's not even looking those directions. I think Jika's just acting as a spotter for his team, and then will come out when he needs to just stop the defuse from coming through.
Spawn beacon, as it were. Jika now making his move here. This might be a little bit premature as Nosy actually looking to get him taken down by him. That's well done from the guys at Epsilon. All they had to do really was make that first push. It was like the dam finally broke there. They spent so much time fighting on the southern side of the map, and then the double came out, and they managed to make their way through.
Yeah, so they finally get themselves on the board yet again, now up 3-1. And they only need one more MCOM to close out this game, and at Leisure they need 2 in 5 minutes and 40 seconds to tie things up to go into overtime, to go into that stopwatch. And Hunter just going to fall in a 1-for-1 trade. Bomb has spawned back in. And Epsilon, I have to say, they're not looking as strong as they normally do on Zavod, but then again, Leisure are honestly putting up a pretty damn good fight.
Interesting here to see Epsilon actually spawn here and not actually attempt to go for the bomb. It's been left in the hands of Johannes now, and they've been able to set up here more towards the factory escape and just do a bit of brawling, I guess. Just prepare for Leisure to push in on towards him now. It'll be Hexus now, just amongst those Just amongst those tanks there. Just waiting. He doesn't know the bomb is on the move as well. And Epsilon spawning in right now. Hunter on your screen. Yeah, it's a double. Beautiful work from him now. Just completely stopping Leisure in their tracks. And that's great work. The bomb is down. And now Leisure have to fight out from the factories here.
Look towards the north side though on the map. That's just a clean transition over towards A or towards C. And now that's a full squad right coming through as well. The reinforcements spawn back at their base. Epsilon going to be able to push up and get control of this C MCOM.
Great work as well. And they've got to push in. And this is a hard site to retake as well. You can shoot through, obviously, this sort of perforations and underneath as well. The person who's trying to defuse the bomb. Very, very difficult to deal with here. So let's see what is going to come of this one now as the bomb does get planted down. Hexus now just to back around the side. May go for a flank. He also might find himself face-to-face with an opponent. If he's not careful, he does pick him up.
Or maybe that's maybe that's what he wanted. Picks up a clean kill there. Felix able to respond though, but again, you're losing too many men, and the revives coming through out of Epsilon are phenomenal. Unfortunately, not going to be boosting anyone up on top of that building just for now, like we did see before. And Horic gets saved by that concrete wall, and that's a full squad right coming in. Epsilon going to take it to a victory in the second half. Even the TKs coming through, realizing that they know they won. And that will be Epsilon up 1-0 in maps.
Nothing Ledger can do here. They spawn way too far away, and all they can do is look on in dismay as an MCOM will go up. And that is the first map done. Zavod going handily in favour of Epsilon. They're getting 4 MCOM detonations over the course of the match. So the maximum amount that you can possibly get without overtime. And they definitely showing their dominance in that second half. Wasting no time with getting those plants down and getting the job done. So, second map. Going to be Siege of Shanghai as well. And let's hope that... whose pick was Zavod, by the way? It was Leisure's, wasn't it? We're seeing that a lot tonight. These teams are choosing maps and then getting beaten on them, and then just really not having a real concrete response when it comes down towards the second. So Epsilon have dropped a player in the post-match lobby, so we'll have to wait and see if they bring them one back in due course. If they don't, we'll go to a break, but hopefully they're keen to get this one moving nice and quickly. Yeah, finals are definitely shaping up to be big. It may well be that old Battlefield El Clasico Fnatic going up against Epsilon. It's always a pleasure to watch, and well, something tells me the tides have changed a little bit these days, especially with this new look Epsilon doing some serious damage on the battlefield. I'll be very, very curious to see how that one plays out, especially since Epsilon didn't have the chance to even play Fnatic last week. They got knocked out by Elite.
Well, unfortunately, Elite's not around anymore to maybe pull it off again. But Epsilon, I mean, Epsilon versus Elite, you casted the finals. How close was that game really? Because I saw it was a 2-1 in favor of Epsilon.
Pretty close. It was definitely close actually. Like, it was very, very good game. And I hope, as a side note, that wasn't the cause of them breaking up as a team, because you beat Fnatic and then you lose to Epsi, your mates, and then you just throw in the towel. That doesn't really make too much sense to me. So I hope that's not going to be the case. But nonetheless, they are non-existent as a team anymore. So it does make you wonder where those players are going to go as well. They had a very, very strong lineup. And as far as I knew, it was only David and Safe that were looking to sort of hang up the mouse and keyboard in Battlefield, as it were. So I have to see where those next few players do go to. I'm sure a lot of teams will be loving to add some new, or maybe some experienced talent to their ranks.
You're enjoying this free cam, aren't you?
Getting around it.
Whatever happened to the mystery? Was that you and me or me and Alex?
Probably you and Alex.
I think it was me and Alex. That's definitely something me and Alex would do. We had a mystery on the map of Siege of Shanghai. And it was about the overturned truck that's down to your... Yeah, right there. And how it happened. We sat there for, I think, about 20 minutes talking about it, because we were waiting for teams to get into the game and to get underway. But we never had an answer.
How this became overturned?
Yeah.
Well, let's say you're standing here with a rocket launcher and you fire it at one of these containers.
No.
No?
You're cheating. You can't incorporate weapons into this. I mean, we thought if you
it's a war zone.
If you look on the ground, okay, look straight down. Okay, move to your right. That's your left. That's your right. Go straight that way. No, straight on the ground. No, go to the right more. Stay on the ground. Go straight. Keep going. Just hold. Go slow speed. Slow speed. Turn down the speed. All right, go. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. Past the blue one.
Okay.
Okay, keep going. No, seriously, keep going.
You trolling me now? Or?
And then stop. And then you like look down. It's either here or it's like past a little bit more. There's like those blue dots on the ground and a cigarette.
It's a bottle cap.
Oh my god, that is a bottle cap.
Oh
my god, the plot thickens. Because there's more of those blue dots though. That's
well, bottle caps on the street. Who would have thought? There's one.
That's green.
It's still a bottle cap, isn't it? They're bottle caps.
But the cigarette, look at the beer and the cigarettes. Like, why does that mean cigarettes?
I don't know. Maybe this was a party district. Maybe they shone some fancy lights on this old thing. And I don't know. I don't even know. But it is a war zone, so you know it's conceivable that something. Maybe this guy just overturned. By the way, look at the skid marks as well. So he's applied the brakes because maybe this car was going to hit him. It didn't. Look at it. It's pristine, by the way.
It's not that car.
Well, okay, but look at this. How is it?
Look at the other skid marks. Down. Yeah, there's skid marks that way.
Okay, that's good.
Maybe that car cut him off. The one that's burning into the wall behind you.
That one.
Yeah.
Oh. Maybe, and then he broke, and then he lost his.
I feel like the skid marks. I mean, this was going like, no, because he had to be going like a decent speed to make skid marks first of all, right?
Chat for a second. All right. They did have a drop, so we are filling time here. I think we may as well go to a break here, Jason, and spare people our musings. We'll wait for Epsilon to get.
Well, how do you want to do this break? You want to leave it? You want to sit in game, or do you want to just sit on the screen?
I'll sit on the screen. That's fine.
Okay. Well, then we'll just mute our audio. Let you guys listen to the sweet sounds of the Siege of Shanghai. We'll be back when Epsilon have reconnected.
All right, ladies and gents. Well, it does seem like Epsilon have got all of their players in the server, so we'll be ready to rock in just a moment. Hopefully you enjoyed my guided tour of Siege of Shanghai in the interim. We are sorry, of course, that there's no gameplay to keep you guys super hyped during those moments there, and we could talk smack over it as much as we'd like. But what we really are here to see is which of these two teams will make it, Jason, to the grand final.
Well, that's where to find out. Potentially in this map, potentially in the next. Leisure currently down 1-0 in this best of 3. The finals, of course, will be best of 3 as well. Trying to see actually if there is another result actually between Fnatic and Penta, because Fnatic's already winning 1-0, but it looks like that game's still going on. I'll actually go and check on the other stream just to check what the scoreline is.
Well, we'll try and keep you guys updated without you having to leave the stream, as it were. You can do that, of course. I think our friend Benny is one of the casters on the other game as well.
Oh, I feel bad for people having to listen.
Probably in French, though, isn't it? Probably in French. I love Benny. He's a good bloke. Anyway, so yes, we do seem to be about to jump into this one. We're going to start with Epsilon here and see what they have for us. Honestly, this is a good map for them. They picked this one as well. They're super confident as from what we've seen. But their Zavod was great as well.
Third map. So it must be tied 1-1.
Wow, is that interesting? Penta. All right, well, we'll try and keep you guys updated with that one. But for now, it's time to jump into our second map of this best of 3. It's Epsilon up 1-0, and the map is Siege of Shanghai.
All right, well, here we go. Fnatic, not even in this game. Now I'm just thinking about a different team. Epsilon on the red side, leading the charge. Obviously going to be on the weaker side. Keep in mind of how this map kind of plays out. The blue side always going to have the stronger initial get-go just because they have the bomb next to them. But with those 2 big kills coming in for Epsilon, that might give them exactly what they need to get some sort of control or early control of this map.
It's quite impressive, actually. It's not easy to hit those shots at that sort of range there. The Ace-23s that might have made the difference there for them. Now, see Hetty just chilling inside here. He hasn't pushed across the street. Now he might want to go for a little bit of a flank here. As a bomb not going to be picked up yet, as Epsilon have really just burst through here the defensive lineup and have forced Leisure off to this left-hand side. So now they're fighting north to south. Phoenix now looking through. We're seeing some law shots coming out here, and Hetty does pick up Hunter. Back and forth stuff here as the nade comes out from Felix. He backs away, gets himself a little bit of health. The bomb was picked up for just a moment there and then dropped immediately. But Jeek is able to get the flank on towards Enosi, and benching has to just double down for the moment and just keep quiet as Dika tries to get the long-range revive there on his teammate. Is going to be able to, but he goes for the bomb instead and makes his run towards this site. Hunter, though, doing work. He's actually keeping him safe for the moment as Jika is still alive. We will get the revive on Mayak here, so slowly but surely, Epsilon are making their way towards the south with the bomb in tow. Yeah,
definitely very slowly, funny enough, between these two. Just like a 2-man squad slowly pushing up, caterpilling over themselves, or leapfrogging over themselves, I guess is the better term, and constantly getting the revives through so they can make the extra distance they need. But again, the bomb hasn't made its way just yet to one of these 3 M columns. Leisure are holding on, but every second that passes by, it seems like Epsilon are able to pick up another kill. And there you go, Banshee able to spray down 1, I believe it was. And Johannes off the side to help out. But again, the revives are coming through, the smokes are being put down. And it looks like Epsilon have their eyes finally set on this B MCOM.
Well, that's pretty straightforward there. I don't really think there was much that Leisure could have done. And now Enosi is just going to try and frantically get on towards the site, trying to stop this one somehow, some way. And Hetty as well jumps inside the building. Great work there to pick up Hexus. Mid-air shots coming out. And we'll poke his head carefully around the corner. Smoke starts to just dissipate over on that B site right now. But there will be Epsilon players waiting, and Jika does manage to get the jump there. He's going to make it 2. No. Nice work there. Great work, in fact, to wipe out Epsilon here. Pretty much put them away. Get the defuse, except for Hexus, who might try and use a law just to waylay them for now. Might just... Oh my god, nice shot there. Great work with the P90 at range. And now the law to come out just to try and keep that bomb defuser quiet. But I think it's going to be done. Banshing is safe behind that one. Get the defuse.
1 HP as well. He's going to fall thereafter, and they should be getting another plant right after this. Yep. And they do have enough men left alive on the side of Epsilon. The respawn's coming through to successfully defend this one. So Leisure not out just yet. Yes, they got the first defuse through, but they haven't cleared out the bomb just yet. And Leisure already down 3 men. Jika
playing so far forward.
So far forward, and it's such a good position to actually spot them coming out of their initial spawns.
He does get 2 spots there as well. Mayak, I think he's quite close by as well. He can also do some work. Smoke going up. I mean, Leisure just trying to... Oh! Jika getting completely blown out of that watchtower there from the law shot. Epsilon here just trying to keep things covered here, but look at this. Leisure always finding a way to get in under their skin, and they've managed to get themselves on towards a bomb. This should be a defuse, notwithstanding any crazy circumstances or law shots that do connect. And OC just being forced to back up a little bit there. Will there be enough time for Epsilon? Oh, he gets taken down while he's trying to defuse. Maya gets a double here, but now Hetty's on there as well. The laws are coming in. Will the grenades follow? Yes, they will. Will it be enough? Hetty, last minute squad, is he going to get taken down? Gets the defuse. Yes, he does. With the last second before he goes down to a grenade, he gets the defuse. A sigh of relief for Leisure, but it's just going to be another replant.
It's going to be short-lived.
As they lose their whole squad just to try and get the defuse.
A very short-lived sigh of relief. As now again, the bomb planted for a 3rd time. Epsilon are not giving up on this. And again, they have all the men alive they need to hold on to this. But Leisure somehow, 2 times running, have been able to come out in the last few seconds just to protect that bomb, or defuse that bomb in time. And I don't know if it's going to continue to go that way, though, as they're not down to 2 men.
Well, no. Last time, Leisure were able to filter some people through here, but they don't really have the time to do that right now. They're definitely up against it. So stressful if you're playing from this position as well, just trying to keep getting those defusers there. Constant pressure going towards Leisure. It looks like they might be cracking here. Yes, they do. And it's just Johannes left. He's just going to have to back away, and he knows this one is lost.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a rough situation. You're just doing everything you can to keep your head afloat. And while that's happening, it's like, yeah, you get the defuse through. The problem is you can't do anything with the bomb after. You can't move it across the map because the person dies right away.
It's so huge right now.
Was that 18-3?
Yes.
It's not bad. Not bad. He has like more kills than his entire team put together. At least 3 men put together. That is pretty ridiculous.
Wow. All right, incredible stuff. The Hunter, though, is going to try and catch up there with his own double. And just this aggressive play on this front is keeping Leisure inside their own spawn areas. It's very, very tough for them to deal with here. But Hetty does get a cheeky spot. Will he be able to get the kill? No, he cannot connect, and he's given his position away. He's going to head a little bit more close quarters and hope that he can bring his gun to bear in that scenario. Mayak is actually unaware that he's being shot at here, so he'll actually get another 2 kills. Finally gets blown up. I don't even want to know. I don't even know what's left of it there. He's still got 2 kills, though. He's 23-3 right now. This guy is a nutter.
I don't think he's done just yet either. There we go. Chica finally got on the board again, but 23 kills is insane. No one's broken 10 kills in this game except him. And he's broken 20. Let's tag along with this man. Let's see exactly how he's going about this, because he is single-handedly giving them this lead.
I'm in awe. This is one of the best individual performances I've seen in quite a while here in Battlefield. Now, the bomb's still in hands of Hunter. And they're going to make their way towards this side, but the spawn's coming in for Leisure right now. Johannes has had a few teammates right there, and he will take down the bomb carrier. Hunter hits the deck, but he's the last man in the squad. Leisure just getting absolutely dominated in terms of frags here. I mean, they're 25 kills and 51 deaths. Not a good sign. Johannes, brave performance with the double, but it's not going to be enough. He needs his teammates to step up as well. Now they're splitting 2 and 2. Felix going to be pushing up here in towards this building, take out some glass, but he gets taken out himself. Jika with the double now. Every member of Epsilon is fragging like a beast. That's 3 so far for Jika, and Mayak, is also going to pick up 1 of his own. And Johannes shakes his head in disbelief as he's just trying to... He's just trying to get by, really. Make his way towards that bomb. But it's going to be half-time coming up here prematurely, because Epsilon are going to get 2 MCOMs detonated. This is so aggressive. Absolutely dominant performance.
I mean, what do you do when you have someone like May go 25 and 3? Like, unless you have a man putting up numbers like that as well on your team, like, you can't hope to ever win against that. You're 25 and 59 across an entire team.
My God. Filthy. Absolutely
65
filthy.
and 20 for Epsilon.
Yeah.
Over a team KD of 3. Over, yeah. Wow.
Maths is good. Right.
Wait, right? 60 and 20. 65 and 20, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was it. So they got absolutely stomped towards the end there. I mean, yeah, Mayak 26 and 3. That's very, very impressive there as well. But Hunter and Jika as well performing nicely. Hexus and Horek more towards bomb duties there as well. But Leisure absolutely shut down in terms of gunplay. Felix 4 and 11, Hetty 4 and 13, Banshing 4 and 11. The half went for about 7 minutes there, so it wasn't a full-length one. But my God, already 2 MCOMs in the bag. Epsilon just look like they can't be stopped right now, at least not by Leisure.
And they were playing on the harder side, too, of this half. Playing on the red side. So coming into the blue side, 1 MCOM will get them into the finals a second time, where this time they'll finally get to play up against, I believe it's Fnatic, as they are now... Actually, they 2-0'd on the second map in the first half. So most likely Fnatic into the finals unless Penta can throw up an upset.
Well, it's not beyond them, but I don't know about tonight. I think Fnatic now, you know, after sort of flailing their way through this first couple of rounds, now maybe they start to mean business, and they're going to have to bring some serious business against Epsilon right now, who just seem on fire. And Leisure just do not have an answer. Second half comes up, and as you did say, spawning in the south will be Epsilon this time. So they can make their way towards here. I mean, if they get that C, I mean, oh God. It's an easier bomb site to hit on this map as opposed to some of the others.
Or they pull Fnatic and just go straight towards like C, and just, or sorry, B, and just say forget it. We're forget the initial easy bomb plant. We're gonna go for the hardest one first, and then teams never really expect that, pushing up that street on the east side. But here we go. Minute to go on the clock. Still waiting for the countdown to start. I think Leisure just taking a moment to collect their thoughts, because Meg just had his way with them.
Absolutely. Collect their nerve as well. It definitely seems like they have to stabilize right now after that one. They're just not winning these trades. They're not trading into these bomb sites, these MCOMs well at all. They're just losing the 1v1s, losing the 2v1s in some cases. In fact, in many cases, as we've seen, these Epsilon players are individually just a higher caliber right now. And the fact that Mayak can stand here and just push in towards a spawn. This is where you're spawning, in this sort of longitude here, as a blue team player. So he pushed so far up and just completely shut them down. You know, Jika getting up in here as well. Did get eventually blown out by a law, but I mean, the fact that they could set up a line here and just keep Leisure inside their own territory, that is, well, It's probably illegal in a few countries, to be honest. It's very, very scary stuff to be going up against as well. And it's demoralizing as well. You know that you're just getting outplayed at gunpoint. You are just not up to the task right now. So, Leisure, they need to find it. I mean, they need to find that flair that gave them the win over Fnatic in their Go for Battlefield game and bring it home. Jason, shut up and cast.
I didn't say anything. I was just going to say that, you know.
Give me that look, man.
That has a look of lust and desire. Well, the game has started. Epsilon on the blue side, Leisure on the red. I don't know why you're in the water when the game has started. There we go. As we do see the blue side having the advantage of the bomb. But, you know, you talked about being demoralized with Mayic, you know, getting those ridiculous amount of kills and pushing into your spawn. But think about how pumped up you're going to be on the side of Epsilon, or at least for Mayic, getting that kind of scoreline in the game. You have to feel so damn good about it. And Epsilon, they have some ridiculous fraggers, probably the best fraggers, I think, as a whole in the entire EU Battlefield scene. I think even better than Fnatic, to be honest. But I think Fnatic have a little bit more of a smarter play since they've been around together as a team for such a long time. Leisure already dropping 2 men. Remember, they cannot afford to let one MCOM go away, or Epsilon will move into the finals. And finally, Felix able to respawn and get them on the board.
Felix takes down Jika. Bomb, though, is in the hands of another Epsilon player, and that's Hexus, and he delivers his judgment. And we'll get the bomb down fairly quickly as well. Around the side, though, is Leisure. All 3 of them now pushing. But they don't know where Epsilon are. They lack information at this stage, and Epsilon have a chance to set up. Jika doesn't want to walk out into a crossfire here. He does get himself up inside this container. Closes the door. And he can just hold from this position quite nice, and he does. He takes down an OC, but Hetty and Felix are doing work on towards that site. Smoke in the air. Felix pushing up. They just want to clear this area first. I mean, they've taken down those 3 Epsilon players. They should be able to be fairly confident about getting a defuse here. Mayic knows he needs to come forward at least to try and stop this one here. Shot through the smoke. Oh, not too bad at all. Mayic does get one, but still back and forth. Mayic with his second. Mayic with his third. Felix hits the deck.
It is not defusing.
There's no defuse.
They got the 2, and that's going to be a squad wipe. That's going to be it. Epsilon are going to pick up the victory in 2 minutes flat on the second half of the second map. Wow.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Planted at about 8.5 minutes, so about a minute and a half into that game there. Just such a dominant performance there. And Mayic with that 3-piece as well was crucial as well. I think Leisure felt confident coming forward. They're like, okay, we can get this defuse. And then Mayic happened. Cut them down. Did kill the player that was also on the bomb side as well and made it so he couldn't get that defuse. And then there were just no players left for Leisure. That is...
It was smart. I mean, that was smart because they pushed past the site, left a guy or 2 back there to get the kills so they can stop them from killing them while they're defusing. But again,
when that guy defusing dies and your players are so far forward and get caught out.
That's the downside. And also it's Mayic, you know. He went ridiculous on the first half. How are you going to stop him in the second? That was just well done. It's perfect play.
Absolute beastly stuff from Mayic there. Well, here we are, Jason. Of course, we're going to be heading into our grand final. Fnatic are in the lead currently up against Penta. It's likely that we'll see them in this grand final match. And their opponents, ladies and gentlemen, will be Epsilon. But we'll be right back to take you into that action when both those teams are ready to go in the server. So don't go too far. We'll be back soon.